Your hair's perfect. Okay, hit it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to WAM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And what a beautiful day we're having here in sunny California.
Beautiful.
The weather's just been perfect lately, don't you think?
I really do. Thanks for joining our programming. Anyways, we've had a kind of a crazy week, which is awesome.
I'm going to do this voice the whole show.
Yeah, that's fine. It sounds good.
No,
I really like it. No, keep it up. You have to now.
Well, now it's a thing, and I just don't feel comfortable anymore.
That's okay. So this week, we got a lot of moving parts. I'm not going to lie to you. We have a music video that
in pre-production.
we are starting to write some material for, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And it's really fun because I love writing comedy with you. I think
fun.
it's really fun. We've always been skit writers for probably about 9 years together. Honestly, our entire existence.
Yeah, and it's turning out that this next video is going to definitely have a skit opening and
I'm
closing.
so excited.
Kind of thing.
And it's actually going to be, produced.
Yeah,
That's
we have
exciting.
a cast. We have a script on its second draft right now and being finalized.
It's pretty awesome. It's really, really fun. I really enjoy the pre-process, especially making a mood board, which is essentially a digital vision board of what you would like for your production, visuals and such.
Which is great because I hate doing that part.
Yeah. So I'm super stoked on that. That was really fun. And we got an actual cast, like we said, which is going to be exciting. And I'm delighted.
Yeah.
I truly am delighted.
The video won't be released for a couple months from now. But we shoot in 2 weeks. So less than 2 weeks.
It's going to be great.
A week and a half. Wow. It's coming up.
Yep. And then what else?
We talked a little bit about it last time, but we do have a new single coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I believe we're actually going to release the single on the 15th, but we're going to release the video before the audio.
Y'all. So you could peep a visual before your ears just get to tantalize it all the time.
So I think the 9th is going to be the release of the video.
Excellent. Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
Unless it's not.
Let's pretend we have a deadline that we're going to stick to. That always helps me move forward. I don't know. Are you a deadline person?
Oh, I definitely need deadlines. If I don't have deadlines, I'll work on something forever.
Same. And never put it out there. This is the thing about art and creative endeavors. If you don't give yourself a deadline to actually put the shit out there, you're going to sit on it for 7 years.
Yeah.
I literally met a chick the other day that told me she worked on a song for 7 years.
I've met many people like that, where they've been working on the same song and re-recording it and making changes, bringing in new writers to help and stuff. And it's where?
I always feel like those are very personal songs or something like that. That has such an emotional attachment, and that's something we talk about a lot when we create, especially in the way we write songs for pitches and stuff, that the less emotional attachment you can have to getting it perfectly right, more than just kind of allowing whatever to come out and then kind of polishing that is a real, I want to call it a philosophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But and it begs the question of what is perfect, quote unquote, and do we ever really achieve perfect? Is some conception in our head that we make up or decide.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I feel like the concept or the perfection that's in our head is basically unachievable in reality.
Yes.
So to drive yourself crazy trying to achieve that is
a moot point. You're
yeah.
getting in your own way. This is something that comes up a lot. Working with creativity and coaching people through like creativity, whether it's writing or art or photography, that we get in our own way most of the time. We create that block. It's not really anything else. It's our internal viewpoint of what we're creating.
I guess what's worse is if like your perception of perfection is based on somebody else's point of view or what you
Or
think
fear of
what you think people are going to want to respond to or whatever, you know, like and that's just like then that's a real impossibility.
yeah, but that genuinely deters a lot of people.
Do we ever really achieve the perfection that we have like in our minds though? Like, I mean,
no.
like has there ever been a piece of art that you've made that's like you 100% nailed what you conceived beforehand? I don't know if I ever have.
We hit the jackpot. There's a local grocery store here called Gross Out, we like to call it, that we got to get blonde roast Starbucks iced coffee in a jug. We know we hate Starbucks, but also it was $1.50 for the jug, and I bought 5 of them.
If you haven't had that cold brew that comes in that jug, it's ridiculous.
So good.
It's so good.
Especially when you're in a pinch. So that's super great. Sorry, I had to just tangential. We hit a caffeine jackpot.
Yeah.
Truly. But anyways, back to writing and letting it flow, if you will, or any kind of art. It's more important, and you say this all the time, to get it out there. Because if it's not out there, then you created it and then hid it from the world. And that may speak to someone or, you know.
Yeah, and maybe some
inspire
artists are fine with just making things for themselves, and that's fine too. But if you're somebody I think most artists are making art because they want the world to see them or to see their art. You know, it's kind
something
of like
you want to like share, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, art is one of the few ways that we get to see the world through other people's eyes.
Yes, you could see like new perspectives that you haven't seen before.
More on the mic.
Color palettes that you don't typically use or different instruments. I don't know. I just think it's so fucking cool. I love art and I love creating. If you're not creating, what are you doing? I genuinely mean that. I ask people that all the time. I say, what do you make? What kind of art do you make? And I think some people are taken back by that. They're like, what do you mean? But I think it's the most human thing we should be doing.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to create in some ways, whether that's creating art or whether that's just having babies, I guess.
I guess. I guess having a child is the same as creating an art piece. But then that art piece becomes its own thing.
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying that like we all have this creative drive in us somewhere.
Creativity is backed by sexual energy. I will say that.
Yeah, that it stems from some need to express ourselves, to create something, to leave something behind when we die or whatever, and whether that's through art or through
spawn. Interesting. Wow. I mean, of course.
I think maybe it stems from like the same, like
root.
Yeah.
Force, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Energy. Yeah. That's a potent energy right there. That's orgasmic energy, like creation energy. Kind of the same thing. Dakini. All of that.
Dakini?
Daikini, I believe it's like a Hindu goddess.
Oh, Daikinis are the term that in the movie Willow for Willow and his people. They're called Daikinis.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cute. I did not know that. I have to look that up. I don't now.
There's the little brownies, the really tiny people, and to them, Daikinis are giants.
That's really cute. I have to look that up now. I don't know really what I'm talking about, you know? I think it's Hindu. Could be Buddhist. I'm a dumb white person. I don't know. I'm really not sure until I Google it. So that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'll let you guys know.
Well, Google's just another part of our brain now.
That is trippy. I do genuinely think that. It's funny because now when people ask us questions, it's like, well, either I could Google it or you can Google it. But we're both going to Google it to figure out the answer. So you should just probably Google it before you ask someone. I was reading the other day that someone went to the doctor and the doctor also Googled what their symptoms were and were reading them the exact thing they had Googled earlier.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Oh, man, that's
happened
funny.
to me a couple times, actually, when I've gone to the doctor. Like,
actually, same.
Yeah.
With my skin rash. Oh, jeez.
They hop online and then pull up, like, pictures of...
No, it's not that one. It's something like this. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but it's not that. Okay. It's the information age, y'all.
Yeah.
It's here.
Well, that's our hive mind.
This is our hive mind
on the internet.
I absolutely agree. Okay. One time I took some psychedelics.
One time?
This one particular time.
Okay, gotcha.
No, not one time. Many times. But this one particular time, I saw a vision of a pregnant woman being plugged in to the wall, into like a socket. And I asked, like, what the hell is this? And they said, this is the internet.
What?
Everybody will be connected. Everybody plugs in, and then everybody's part of this energy source. And I was like, what? Isn't that weird? But it's kind of true. It's kind of true. It is our energy source that brings us all together in a weird way that has never been done before, or at least gives us access.
Yeah. I mean, once we
it's kind
have,
of trippy.
Neuralink or whatever other microchip in our brain somebody creates.
Yeah.
And we're connected all the time to the internet.
How interesting are humans going to be once we know everything instantaneously?
Do you think people do it? Do you think people...
Abso-fucking-lutely people will do that. We already do that. We just have to hold it in our hand.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
mean?
another step to have an implant.
Yeah, but
I think there'll be a lot of resistance towards that.
It's like,
but that's not. That's not the same thing. That's a tattoo and an implant of a microchip in your brain. It's not the same thing.
I get. Well, maybe like hardware. I have metal hardware in my neck, so it's like, what's one step more?
Yeah, and there are religious people that would never let something like that happen.
Absolutely, there's going to be people that will not do this. Which we
go that's ridiculous. We're
going to see an earth naturalist movement, and then we're going to see a futuristic mind movement. You know what I mean?
There'll be a certain population of people that are absolutely this is our next stage in human evolution. This isn't anti-human. This is where we are supposed to progress to.
Right.
Where we merge with our technology stuff. And something to that.
I genuinely think that this is just the next step in evolution of humans.
That's what you think. Yeah.
Yeah, that we created the technology, and then now we want to merge with this technology because technology is now going to move forward in life. And we're making this planet more and more uninhabitable. So these meat suits aren't going to survive in this kind of environment we're moving into, is my prediction. Again, who the fuck am I? I don't know. But this is just my idea. So now we're uploading into some bionic situation with our consciousness, however we do that, or with our mind. And then we become Westworld beings, kind of. And we roam around and / Matrix.
Well, Westworld, they're already artificial. Well, oh wait,
that's what I'm saying.
We gotta but then it turned out that they spoilers.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah,
watch out.
Didn't it turn out? Oh God, we gotta watch that show again. I think it turned out that like they were like uploading human consciousness into some of these bodies, or trying to do that, right? Yeah,
towards the end, or the second season, or whatever, third season.
Yeah, it got real convoluted and too much action in the later seasons. But God, season 1 was so good.
Wow, just an epic story.
But different show. Upload.
Yeah, mix a little bit of Upload in there, where they take the consciousness or memory or whatever, put it into a computer system.
See, but that's a little different than like connecting our human bodies to the internet, whatever, because we still know like that's our human bodies, right? Where the upload theory is uploading our consciousness, which is that really us, or is this just a program, a simulation, an artificial intelligence that is so much like us we don't know the difference?
Okay. Now, do you one better? Is Blood and Chrome, the Cylons... Caprica, excuse me.
Yeah.
Caprica. She is accessing the internet.
That's kind of the same thing. She makes a copy of herself.
Right.
In the digital world.
Right. So is it our actual soul in the digital world? Probably not.
Well, not in Caprica. They never even try and make it that's actually her.
It's just
it's a copy
of her, or clone, a digital clone of her.
Right. That's kind of the argument.
Whoa.
Where in Upload, they're trying to suggest that they actually are uploading your consciousness or your soul, however you want to look at it.
Damn, y'all. Yeah, this is...
It's a little bit like the Star Trek idea, like argument, like when beam me down, Scotty. You know, when they get beamed down.
Oh, that's not really them. That's like a clone of them.
It's like a clone of them. That's like really what, like, because what I don't know that I'm not that much of a Trekkie, so I don't know all the terminology. So sorry all the Trekkies and Trekkers. I heard that Trekkies is pejorative.
My bad.
But Trekkers, they're okay with.
Trekkers, cool. Trek on.
But so excuse me if I don't know the terminology, but the machine that beams you down, that Scotty beams you down in, actually just destroys your body. It's just making a copy of you, destroys your body,
takes it down to atomic level,
right,
and then
recreates
it on the other
wherever
side, right?
you're going.
Yeah. Yes.
But so technically, it's not really you, and you're just constantly being cloned. But then, if you think about it, then you're going to make a clone out of a clone every time you do that.
And then they're going to start to get dumber and dumber,
like in Multiplicity.
So the whole fucking fleet's gonna be real fucking.
If you haven't seen Multiplicity, starring Batman himself, Michael Keaton,
it's so good,
Mr.
y'all.
Mom,
you should watch it.
It's fucking amazing. It's bad, but
terrible.
It's so good.
It's one of those things that are like so ugly it's cute. You know, it's like that, but a movie.
Yeah. It definitely didn't do well when it came out back in the 90s, but I think it's way better than it was given credit for. I would say. And it's funny, deals with cloning, and spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie that was in like 1995 or something like that, then it's your bad.
Sorry.
He starts cloning himself, and then he makes like a clone of a clone, and so that clone just keeps getting dumber. Every time that they clone a clone, or the clone of a clone, it gets dumber every time. And
Losing those neurons in the brain there. Something's happening.
so that is, maybe like the reality of Star Trek is
That is so funny. How do we make like a little like
clones?
YouTube skit of that? That's so funny. Love it. Nonetheless,
That was a tangent.
I think we might become clone metadata. I think. So
Yeah, like if it's going to be like upload, then like in the future, eventually people will not even wait until they die. They'll just upload as soon as they're adults. They'll be like, why am I going to wait till I'm old to upload to this infinite universe? Let's just do it now. But it's not really them. So like then we're basically just going to have this society of, or the like remains of a civilization that just killed itself and uploaded, or, quote unquote uploaded, but really just created.
That literally happened in Westworld too.
Is that part of Westworld?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I genuinely see a theme,
so
and I'm like,
convoluted.
well, the natives of the land are trying to round up all of their people to jump through a portal, which in reality they're jumping to their death off of a cliff, but they're also going through this digital portal that's saving their souls.
But those were artificial intelligence. Those were the what did they call them in Westworld? They're not Cylons, but I mean they're Cylons. The hosts? Did they call them hosts?
I think you're right.
Yeah. But those were artificial intelligence.
Correct. But then they were going to another.
So they were like leaving these fake human bodies, and they're so that can be uploaded, but like
it's I'm lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Now Lost. Let's talk about that show.
Hell yeah. I love Lost.
That really went off the rails.
Did it?
I mean, I didn't hate it.
I thought it was fine. I enjoy it. If you can't tell, we really enjoy TV and movies. I did not like it before Ryan, to be honest. I did not watch anything
say that,
in
but there's so many
secular order or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess like series and stuff you didn't get into.
So secular, right?
No.
Sequential. Okay. So yeah, I started doing that, and now I can't stop. Which, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
No, you have so many hours to waste with me watching.
Excited.
You know what we should do that we said we were going to do?
What?
Watch Lost in chronological order.
Do you see this, y'all? This is my life. What did we watch in chronological order, actually? We did Lord of the Rings. And
sure.
The Hobbit.
Yeah, we've done
in the correct order, I guess.
We've binged that before, even though The Hobbit's not very good.
I like it.
It's just not compared to Lord of the Rings, though.
No, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's still in the world.
It's okay.
It makes me feel there.
I love the actors.
Same, yeah.
Great choices.
So yeah, so now we want to do Lost, which that's gonna be a real bitch.
Well, the thing is that like
so much.
The thing is that we wouldn't have to do it, like have to figure it out ourselves. Somebody
it's already done.
Somebody has already done that online. Somebody's already done this with the Marvel movies too, where they actually took like all the cut scenes and all the like flashbacks and put them in chronological order.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is life? This is nuts.
If you look for that, I mean, it's not like, sanctioned by Disney or anything like that, but it's just a fan service thing.
I love it.
It's fucking hilarious that exists.
I
but-
love fan-made stuff. Fans make such cool shit.
Oh yeah.
It's nuts. And so, we learned something about what super fans are. Remember learning like super fans? Like super fans are people that just want to support you no matter what, and they're gonna buy every album, they're gonna be at every show digitally or in real life, blah 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 blah. But the psychology that goes behind it is so interesting because these people make it like a pillar of life, or it like makes it their life code, and then I don't know. It's interesting. Like people that are Trekkies and like they dress like that every day and they do all this stuff, and like it takes a certain kind of person to be a super fan of something, and I just always find it fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Cool. That's what you want to dedicate your life to. All right.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I guess I have like, no matter what it is, I kind of have it leaves me in a state of awe. No matter how like the people who are, I don't know, what were they called? The people that are really into My Little Pony, bronies.
Bronies. Yeah, that's a great example.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a brony documentary about that. Like it was, and there's something just kind of amazing. These people that just love something so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
like so deeply moved that they travel state to state looking for, conventions to
Stuff like
be
brony
seen with their other
conventions that were-
friends that
and like that.
Believe
The
the same
Doctor
stuff.
Who fandom is very much like
same
that.
stuff.
I mean,
Any fandom. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Any fandom is like that. It's just so interesting.
it's
that it
funny though that
pulls like that.
there's some things that like there's no like in between. Like Marvel, there's people who are super into Marvel and there's people who don't like Marvel, but then there's also like people who are kind of in between.
Familiar with it, but they don't hate it.
Or they've
Yeah.
seen all the movies, but like they're not but only once, and they're not obsessed with it. They don't, they're like, oh yeah, they're fun. But with certain things like bronies, like Doctor Who, there's very little in between. There aren't people who are like casual Doctor Who fans.
Well,
very
I think it's
often.
niche. It's this is
Mhm.
where niche
Yeah.
anything comes into play, because you are speaking so directly to these specific people
Right.
that they have no choice but to eat it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, "Oh, this is my shit."
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think there's something to the fact, like that it's niche, that like that it's something that a lot of people don't know about.
Right.
That makes it that much more.
That's the algorithm in work.
Yeah.
Boom. You're like, this person likes this, likes to
kinda-
eat Cheez-Its at night.
It's why people like fall into stuff too. because
It's all
they think that they're
algorithmed
special.
out. Yeah, it's all
Not trying to relate
boom.
nerddom. Sorry, maybe we'll cut that.
Sorry about that. But nonetheless, kind of similar ideas. It's anything. It's any kind of reality.
Yeah.
Whether it's nerdum, religious, all of these things.
The drive or the fact that that it's just theirs makes it.
They're a part of something that is small. There's
Tribalism, essentially.
Yeah, there's some sort of tribal instinct. They're different. They're being recognized that they're different. It's a smaller group. It's like the smoking section, like when you're at a party or a fucking venue or gig, like there's a bunch of cool people inside, but it's even cooler when you go out to the smoking section. There's a smaller group of people. It's more intimate, and y'all are all into something similar right now. So now you have a even more niche audience, right? So it's kind of like that. It's like being part of an even smaller, more elite group that sees you for you without you hiding anything or whatever. Something that makes you unique, you know?
There was a time we were going to like an after party at an art show, and kind of at the last minute we decided not to go. Actually, we got there, but I really had to go to the bathroom, so I just went inside, and like the door person like kind of like we were on the list or whatever, so we were able to go in. But like it was so like this like exclusive place where we're gonna go, and I'm just like I'm just gonna go in and use the bathroom real quick. And the door guy's like, yeah, go ahead. And I go in there, and it's like practically empty. Like there's lots of lights going on, and music's really fucking loud, but it's just a bar, and there's like 10 fucking people in there, like all.
It's exclusive.
Like it was so stupid.
It's fucking elite cool.
It's like this is what people are so.
The after party of an LA art show. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So it was interesting, but what remains is the psychology of, wow, I want to be where the smallest niche, coolest thing is.
Right.
For me.
Yeah, and eventually it gets so niche that it's like that fucking after party that like nobody's
only 10
even
people
at.
are now.
Nobody. It's like fucking.
But yeah.
Tom on Parks and Rec, like
I don't remember
when he has that last party for what is it? Something 720?
Oh, 720 Lounge.
But like he has that, they throw one last big party, and then they have this VIP section that nobody's allowed in. Yeah. And it's just a fucking empty room.
Yep.
And this is the VIP. Like
this is the most VIP.
And
literally that though.
Nobody's allowed in there. I'm not even allowed in there. This is my party.
Exclusive. It all comes back to being exclusive. How can you be cool, different, hip, better, more hip than? Besides being in an empty motherfucking room.
Alone.
Yep. And that's where it flips on its head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also the camera went off a few minutes ago, and we always said that the rule is when the camera goes off, we're going to end.
We'll exit.
So we wrapped up our thought.
This is our exit, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in for our 3rd episode here. We hope this tantalized you as much as it did us.
Yeah, it was fun. We were definitely very caffeinated.
Soup's calf.
I'm going to have some more coffee.